What's good, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Yes, I'm Kip and this is Kip Views, and today you are in for another sneaker review. In the background here we got the New Balance times Jjjjound 990 V3 in the brown colorway. Wow, this is crazy. I'm gassed. You know I love New Balance. But before we get into it, let's check. New Balance collaborations are usually amazing, and this definitely is one too. And they released pretty kind of a while back, really. I mean, it probably like 6 months or so ago. But we finally got our hands on them. We finally got them in store, thanks to New Balance. Thank you guys, amazing pickup. But before we get into this one, just want to say hit that subscribe button, notification bell below, allow you to keep up to date with any content I've got coming through for you guys. You can kind of interact with me on the videos, comment, let me know what you guys think, drop a like. It is much appreciated. But let's get into these. Look at these, the New Balance 990 V3 times Jjjjound in a brown colorway. This sneaker is dope. I mean, I've seen it online. I know a few of us have seen it online. We've seen the other colorways. This one dropped probably a bit less than 6 months ago. I think it was around May, but only online. I mean, we see that quite a lot. New Balance don't seem to get everything, especially not in store. But they finally got this pair. And I don't know how I've done it, but I've managed to get my hands on the pair. So thank you again, New Balance store. This is amazing. I mean, it's really much better in person. I mean, everybody knows that Jjjjound collaborations are pretty kind of simple. So they kind of use what the brand already has and just kind of work on that. And that's what they're doing here. Everyone loves a 990 V3, probably one of the better models that New Balance does. It's probably kind of second favorite for me alongside the 2002R. So really up there in kind of my thoughts anyway, and my feelings. And they just added a really cool colorway to it, and that's what they've done. And I love that. I'm kind of using bold accents as well. So I mean, you've got that quality suede that you always get anyway with New Balance. So you've got it in a brown coloring throughout the top of the sneaker, the top layer. And you've got accents in black. So you've got the New Balance logo in black, which is cool. The accents in the toe box, which just break it up, I think, and stop it from being too plain. Accents through the back, and there's suede accents as well. And then as we go through to the back, you get a perforated heel there, and New Balance logo right at the back. It's quite shiny there. So very cool. And on top of that, you've got a black outsole, all black midsole and outsole, which is very cool. And I like that. It kind of keeps your eyes on the top of the sneaker, what they've done in terms of kind of the coloring and the suede, and it's very cool. And as we go through to your tongue, you've got that mesh tongue similar to what you see in the toe box. What we're becoming used to with that New Balance logo there on the New Balance USA's, made in the USA, at the top of the tongue. And then if we turn just to the inside, if we kind of ignore the sticker inside, you've got that Jjjjound lettering inside there on the insole. So very cool. And these are extra comfortable. I mean, New Balance are comfortable anyway. This pair is not anything different. I mean, that's kind of giving you a bit of detail about the shoe. We will talk about kind of sizing, comfort, my personal opinion, and of course the most important bit, stay tuned for that on-foot review at the end. Do not miss that. So yeah, in terms of sizing, I always go with standard sizing. What I advise on New Balance as well is half up from probably your Nike sizing. So if you're kind of like 8.5 in Nike, I go 9 in New Balance. I usually say the same across models in New Balance as well. I don't usually change too much. So you don't change it, you're always going to get comfort anyway. So you want to just make sure you kind of get the right size so you're not squeezing and losing out on that comfort. But they fit really well, and they wear really well. This is a more comfortable model than the 2002R. So I mean, I know a lot of people have 2002R protection packs, and they may not have a 990 V3 or 990. This is more comfortable, something that you probably can wear for longer throughout the day. So don't worry about comfort in that sense. Definitely got you covered there. In terms of retail was high, but you see that with a collaboration, to be honest with you. And where the market is at the moment, everything kind of sneakers are going up and down, and up and down, they're going up, especially retail price. So these were kind of retailed at $230. I myself would have preferred to pay around the 200 mark, but 990 V3s you're paying around that 210 anyway. So you're not paying much more than you usually would, and you're getting a great collaboration and a collector's piece, a piece that you're not going to be able to get your hands on. And so you can't really go wrong there. Sell price on these kind of for you resellers out there, it has dropped. I believe it was higher at the beginning when these were peak, kind of when it just came out. you kind of see sales on StockX from just below 300 and just above, depending on kind of sizing when they've sold. Kind of, it looks like depending on how much of a rush people are into sell as well. So I mean, if you wait on these, you probably can hit above that 300 mark, and I think that's where they should sit. You see the olive green color in these; they're hitting crazy numbers. They're probably hitting about 500, 600, kind of those areas, and that's a really, really popular color, and that's a colorway that came out prior to these. So I mean, if these sit for longer, kind of, they're not going to sit anywhere sold out, but if they sit and you sit on them, I'm sure the price will continue to increase. Something that could affect that is if Jjjjound and New Balance continue to bring out other colorways in these, and that would definitely have an impact on the price, and I think that would bring the price down. But for now, I think it's a really, really cool colorway. Perfect for going towards winter time. I don't think it was a May release, if I'm honest with you, in terms of kind of when it should have been released. But winter time is definitely perfect for these. Definitely perfect, and they are very, very cool sneaker, and I'm glad to have these in my collection. So that's my thoughts. I mean, in my thoughts, I prefer the olive colorway, going to be straight up, but I think this is very, very cool, and this is definitely a winter colorway. I think the olive colorway is more of a summer colorway, probably one that's a bit easier to wear with things, but I mean, brown is pretty simple. You can chuck on a pair of jeans, chuck on a pair of tracksuit bottoms, and you can kind of fit it right nice like that. But yeah, and just don't forget to kind of keep look after these. I mean, you've got that quality suede. You don't want to kind of walk out and get them ruined. So just make sure you've got their products just to kind of keep them up to date and keep them fresh. And you don't want to be ruining those. So definitely check those out and kind of check out any products that can help you kind of just keep your trainers fresh. You want to make sure they're fresh at all times. You don't want to ruin those. But I think that's enough talking from me. I think let's get to my favorite part of review. Let's check out the on-foot review on it. Jjjjound times New Balance 990 V3s in a brown colorway. Amazing sneaker. What do you guys think? How do you think it compares against other 990 V3s, or how do you think it compares against other Jjjjound collabs with New Balance? Let me know your thoughts. Drop me a comment. Drop me a like on the video if you liked it. Let me know what else you want to see. Always keen to kind of just to keep things flowing and change things up. But for now, take care.